Roseanne's daughter in real life, Jenny Pentland, is out with a newly released memoir called This Will Be Funny Later, about her life growing up with the famed comedian and actress. And Jenny joins us live this morning from Los Angeles in her first ever TV interview to talk about her new book. Jenny, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate your candor and your courage in speaking out about your life. You talk about your book being cathartic. Is that right?
Yeah. It was very cathartic to write it because you end up seeing your experience from everybody's perspective, trying to understand what happened. And it's really healing. It's hard not to forgive people when you see what everybody was going through. And
well, when you say forgive people, who do you have to forgive the most?
The world, the press, the experts that were around me, therapists, doctors, myself, my family. Everybody.
Is it because of being thrust into fame the way that you were? I mean, your mother really doesn't even need a last name. I mean, everybody knows your mom as Roseanne. And so I can't even imagine being a young child and how to cope with the paparazzi and the critics and how people have something to say no matter where you go about what's right and what's wrong about raising kids in this limelight.
Yeah, a lot of it was largely due to just going from the life that we had in kind of a suburban Denver, Colorado that was, fairly normal to being thrust into the spotlight, and also had to do with that happening like right around the time I was like 12 or 13 and all the changes that happened for a person during those teen years anyway. That was a big part of it. But yeah, there was no way any of us could have prepared for having the whole world like in our house. My mom was in everybody else's house and the whole world was in ours. And there's just not really any way to prepare for that.
Was TV mom Roseanne just like mom at home Roseanne in your everyday suburban life at one time?
Yeah, she's very much like how she was in my early life. And of course, she grew during the course of making that show. And I think that's why the last season where she won the lottery and like was faced with all of these class changes and money changes and things that came up in that season, why I really liked it, even though a lot of other people made them uncomfortable that it was so different from who she had been in the other seasons. But yeah, she was very much like that, but a little bit maybe more R-rated. We were a little bit more feral than the Connor kids.
More R-rated, you say?
Yeah. We swore a lot more than they did.
Well, yeah. Well, there was only so much you could put on TV, especially in 1988. What do you think? What do you think is a great lesson? I think that at the age you are now, you have 5 kids of your own. You're in your 40s. You have a chance to reflect back on what you could have done differently, how others could have lived their life differently. What's something you learned from putting your story on paper?
That's a really good question. I don't know that anything could have been done differently, just given the fact that nobody knew what was going on. But I think it kind of all just sort of happened and it's no one's fault and there's no reason to even think about that kind of stuff. I have learned to be more vulnerable and to be open and to not be afraid of being hurt as much or to not be afraid of being seen, because like for a long time I moved to Hawaii in the middle of nowhere and I kind of was hiding out there, and in writing the book I had to like open up and put myself out there again, which was hard given where I had come from. So I think I learned to let go and be vulnerable, like in the past few years though. So I don't know that I could have or would have done anything differently, honestly.
Yeah, it's all part of the journey. You talk about that in the book, and that love was the most important thing. What have you learned about love?
That it's a verb, I guess, and that it can be brutal, and that it's not easy, but it's actually very natural. It's very simple, but it's not easy. And I think there's a good differentiation to be made there between easy and simple. It just exists everywhere all the time. And like we have to do the work to like tap into it. And it's not easy to do through our filters of pain or anger.
I ask this with all due respect, and you can tell me to back off, but the fact is I've actually interviewed all of the other stars of the show renamed The Connors, and I know how close and tight-knit your mom was to that group of people. Can I ask how your mom is doing today?
She's the most Phoenix type woman I've ever seen in my whole life. She's the most resilient person I've ever met. She'll always be okay. But it's been a brutal few years for her, and it definitely took a toll on her, to have her legacy kind of crumble over something that was a misunderstanding. So I think the whole world's fired up like that. And it's just the times again. It's kind of like what it was like when I was younger. It's just a perfect storm of where the tone of the world is and everything for, it's just how it is. I don't know. She's doing okay. She's very resilient and very strong and very smart and still making jokes.
And how are you? I mean, when something happens like that to a family member, especially your mom, how are you today?
It was brutal. It was really hard. And it didn't just happen to my mom. It happened to, our whole family and friends and everybody too. So it was really, really difficult. And it affected us in ways you don't know the ripples of until later. I'm okay, I think. I don't know.
All right. Well, I think your story, again, like you said, was cathartic. And you are able to share pieces of your story that no one's ever heard or told. And no matter what people think about you or your family, that's extremely brave. And we want to say thank you for joining us this morning, Jenny.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.